What's up YouTube, and welcome back to Homebrew Subaru. Gonna jump right into this episode again. Just more or less a quick update of where I am and what I've been up to. The Impreza, I've started on cleaning up some of the rust and getting rid of all the rust. So in the front of the car, kind of leaving it outside from trimming off the old radiator support, there's a bit of surface rust that had built up, and right at the bottom legs of the front fenders there was some rust on the fenders and rust on the body. So I really started to attack that this last week. The fenders, I've managed to get everything cleaned off of them. I mean, they're not perfect. I've got to get in here a little bit more into the crease, but I've gone over them and cleaned up anything that I saw that was on them. And the same with this one. Did a couple more little spots there, right up in the corner here. So they're looking pretty good. The rad support, I haven't touched at all yet. It is literally rust free. I just kind of need to clean up these little spots of where it's going to be tack welded into place. Now the car itself, there's a couple little spots to touch up, but I literally have all of the rust taken care of. I can see a little bit of fine rust dust in there. I even found a couple little spots on these welds up here that I ended up getting out. I got the front, I just need to clean up in here a little bit more, but it's pretty much ready to be welded onto. Had to grind off a lot of the old parts of the rad support that was previously welded on, because this car obviously had a front end impact before and already had a bug eye rad support welded onto it at one point, which I had to cut off, and now the Blobeye rad support will be going on. Cleaned up down there and a little bit on the other side, not as bad. So the next stages are basically to start lining up everything and seeing if there's anything else I have to do to get this Blobeye rad support to fit properly. You can see after getting the rad support on, throwing the fenders on, how well everything actually fits. It's pretty much designed to go on there. The only real differences I can tell are the body metal. The body metal is a little different than what the rad support and fender actually need. So I mean, if I don't have this fitted, of course it's not welded in all in place, but I'm pretty sure this nut was probably supposed to pass through the whole of the body, which probably came out on the other car a little bit further and actually allowed you to attach it. So I'm gonna have to figure out something there. Probably trim back the metal and maybe weld in a washer, because I do want to be able to fasten the fender there. It obviously has the welded nut, and everything else though, from the bottom here to where it attaches to the bottom of the rad support, can all just be put in place. And I'll have to do the same over here to get these to fit properly, but the fender pretty much just lines right up. I've got 2 bolts in the front fastening it up, and the rear bolt lines right up. So as long as I can figure out this stuff and kind of place in the light to see how well it lines up when the hood comes down, I think I can just go ahead and start, well, of course I'll take everything off, clean up the rad support where I am going to be welding it, and then get ready to tack it all in place. And I'll try and schedule that for the next video, I think, because I'm all out of time this weekend. But I really just wanted to give you guys a heads up on where I'm at with it right now, because I have been working on it here and there, just not like full time, full days, and bothering to set up the camera because it's a lot of tedious work. There's a lot of shit that gets into the air and into my face and in my nose. But now that all the rust is taken care of, there won't be a lot of like sanding and grinding left, other than like getting the rad support ready to weld. Aside from that, I do have pretty much all the suspension parts here that are going to be going on, but I'm gonna hold off on that until I get the body pretty much, you know, fastened and taken care of. Still undecided about a finish. Was thinking wrap, and now I'm kind of on the fence about that. And then the brakes, I'm ready to order all the brakes. I may just go ahead and order them all to make sure that the calipers that I'm looking at don't go out of stock. I want to get a good deal on them, so I may just end up ordering everything and having it here. Body should be next. I'll probably have to take a drive out of town to get some of the stuff that I need, and we'll try and get this all welded and fastened up for the next video. If you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here and you haven't already, please consider hitting that subscribe button for me. Leave your questions and comments further down below, and I'll see you in the next one.